I was born and raised in Brimvale, a quiet town in the south of Europe, known for its serene beauty and welcoming people. For much of my life, this place was synonymous with tranquility. While the weekly markets in the central square brought together families and travelers in search of spices and handmade textiles. Brimvale's first railway station opened a few months ago, bringing with it the shrill whistle of locomotives and the promise of profound changes. The cobblestone streets now boasted gas poles, casting faint shadows along the newly paved sidewalks. Brimvale's serenity, however, was shaken for good when a very strange family arrived and took up residence in an abandoned house. At first, we thought they were just eccentric visitors, but increasingly frightening noises and phenomena began to plague the town. Rumors of ghosts and terrifying sounds spread quickly, and soon, Brimvale found itself taken over by occult forces emerging from an ancient portal. Against this backdrop, my story, our story, really began. My sister Aurora and I decided to take on these malevolent creatures. But to explain how we got to this point, I must go back a little in time. I've heard voices that no one else can hear ever since I was little. They tormented me for years, and because of this, I ended up in various psychiatric institutions. My parents believed that keeping me away was the only solution, until Aunt Melina, who lived in Brimvale, decided to rescue me and take care of me.
I believe in you, my dear. Your gifts aren't crazy. Stay with me. I'll help you find peace.
With that promise, I was given a chance to start afresh. Meanwhile, Aurora, my older sister, followed a very different path. Studious and dedicated, she graduated in English literature and moved to the United States, where she taught at a prestigious high school. We exchanged letters for a while, but we had bad feelings. I envied her stability, and Aurora, for her part, barely understood everything I had experienced during my childhood. In Brimvale, my routine gradually settled down. I started working in Aunt Melina's bookshop and finally found some peace. She could soften the voices that tormented me with her knowledge of spirituality. Time passed, and I adapted well to the new home, but not without realizing that there was a mystery lurking there. One of my most striking memories is Aunt Melina's insistence on keeping a certain door locked in the bookshop.
Only open this door if one day the town is haunted by evil creatures again.
After Aunt Melina died, I lost the main link that kept me safe. And it wasn't long before that strange family took up residence in the old abandoned house. Brimvale, once so welcoming, was plunged into a heavy atmosphere. Nocturnal whispers, figures in the alleyways, and the feeling that something very old was awakening. The voices I'd heard all my life became even more intense.
Help me. Help me.
I wasn't sure what to do, but I was certain what Aunt Melina feared was happening. It was time to open the door she had always forbidden me to touch. Aunt Melina, forgive me, but I need to know how to save Brimvale. And so I set the first piece of this great supernatural chessboard in motion. I was about to discover the secrets Aunt Melina kept under lock and key, while dark forces were gathering in the cursed house and in the shadows of Brimvale.
Something is bothering me. I can't stop thinking about Natasha. I'm going to take advantage of my school holidays and visit her in Brimvale.
Aunt Melina would never let me in here. But now, I need to find out what she was hiding so much.
Natasha, you finally arrived.
Auntie Melina, it can't be.
I couldn't leave without handing over what is rightfully mine to the next guardian. These are the Book of Light and the Book of Shadows. As long as I lived, I did my best to make sure they didn't fall into the wrong hands. Now it's up to you to look after them.
I don't know if I'm ready. How will I know what to do?
You were born with the ability to hear what others cannot. Use this gift. The Book of Light will guide you. But remember, all power requires caution. There's a third book that isn't here, the Book of Spirits.
The Book of Spirits?
The Book of Spirits is with the strange family that recently arrived in Brimvale. You must prevent them from using this power for evil purposes. And remember, the Triskel symbolizes three forces: you, Aurora, and a third person they haven't met yet.
Wait, Aunt Melina!
Take care of the books. Protect Brimvale.
Natasha? What are you doing here in the dark? I tried to call you, but you didn't answer.
Aurora, I'm glad to see you. I've just seen Aunt Melina. She left this book for me.
When I arrived in town, I heard about Aunt Melina's death, and that must be affecting your sanity.
I understand your suspicion, but I know what I saw, and I'm going to prove that I'm not delusional. Fiat lux magica.
God, how is this possible?
Do you believe me now?
We need to talk.
We went to talk at Aunt Melina's mansion, which had been left to me as an inheritance. This room with plants was Aunt Melina's favorite place. She loved planting herbs and flowers.
She was fascinated by anything that was out of the ordinary.
The Book of Light mentions a symbol, the Triskel, which represents three forces: you, me, and someone we don't know. Aunt Melina said that Brimvale is in danger and that these books are the only hope.
Three forces. It's as if we're incomplete. And what are we going to do with this power?
Protect the city from the creatures that have just appeared. You've heard strange reports yourself on the outskirts of Brimvale, haven't you?
Yes. People talking about frightening noises, shadows that lurk at nightfall. It all seemed like superstition, but after what I saw...
Thank you for trusting me, Aurora. I swear I'll be careful.
Give me the Book of Shadows now.
What? What kind of being are you?
I don't owe you any explanations. My master demands the Book of Shadows. Hand it over.
At that moment, I remembered what my Aunt Melina taught me.
Always remember the phrase I taught you, my dear. It helps scare away evil spirits.
I won't allow anyone to use it for evil. Lux Celestis, Arcana Coerce Inimicum.
What's going on? The chair exploded by itself.
Didn't you see the creature? She demanded the Book of Shadows. Aurora, this is serious. They're right behind us.
Natasha, I'm not ready for this. I have my life, my studies, my students. I don't want to get involved in witchcraft.
You always run away when the situation gets complicated. It's been like that all my life. I'm tired of facing everything alone.
Don't say that. I just can't drop everything to live in this madness.
Are you really leaving? After everything we've discovered?
I need some time, Natasha. I will stay at the hotel in town until I can think clearly.
Of course. Do whatever you want.
Meanwhile, in the parallel world of light.
Luna, I've finally found you. The imbalance in Brimvale gets worse every day.
Melina, I've heard whispers that the Guardians have had a falling out. But who are they?
My nieces Natasha and Aurora. They must unite to protect the Book of Light and the Book of Shadows. And then there's the third book in the wrong hands. We need you, Luna. Your knowledge of magic from Celestyn is essential. Go to Brimvale, help my girls reconcile and understand their gifts.
I will do whatever it takes. I won't let the darkness destroy the city.
I never imagined my sister would leave me at such a critical time. But I have to go on. I can't ignore my mission. What's going on?
Greetings, Natasha. I'm Luna from Celestyn. Your aunt sent me.
My aunt, did you come from the spirit world?
Let's just say I've come from another plane of existence. I bring with me the knowledge I need to help you, and to guide Aurora, too. The Triskel unites you, but you need harmony to awaken your full potential.
She's gone, Luna. She doesn't care about magic. And I don't know what to do without her.
Words spoken in anger can be reversed when true love exists. Let's find her together.
Luna, we need to find Aurora. The confusion in the city is growing. She can't be left alone.
I agree. I sense an unbalanced energy. Someone is manipulating spirits to spread discord.
I just hope Aurora is safe. She was already scared, and now these manifestations make everything worse.
Come on, Natasha. If we run, we might get to the hotel before anything else happens.
This can't be happening. It's impossible. Not again.
Aurora? It's me. Can we talk?
Why did you come here? I need some time alone.
Aurora, the city is in chaos. We think someone is using the Book of Spirits to manipulate people. We need you.
I told you, I don't want to get involved with magic. Look what's happening. I can barely control what comes out of my mind. Move objects? That's crazy.
Aurora, you can't deny what is already part of you. We need to join forces. It's the only way to stop innocent spirits from being used for evil.
I asked for a break, Natasha, and you ignored me. You came here without warning as if I didn't have the right to choose.
The city is falling apart. I'm sorry I didn't give you the space you wanted, but I couldn't wait.
Please don't fight.
Go back to your beloved United States. That's where you belong, you insensitive girl.
Oh, I'm insensitive? And you who always hurt our parents with your crazy views.
Enough. Can't you see how much you're hurting yourselves? Pride and fear only drive you further apart. Let's go into the room to talk now. I'll show you what happens when you two are separated.
That? You're showing? What I felt in the United States?
I'm not crazy. I see spirits. And that, when I was in psychiatric hospitals, alone.
If you remain apart, this suffering will only increase. You both have a rare chance to come together and make a difference. Not just for you, but for all the people who need help.
Forgive me? I was running away from what I didn't understand.
I'm sorry too. I just wanted to protect you. And I ended up suffocating your feelings.
My name is Luna. At Aunt Melina's request, I came from Celestyn, another plane of existence, to guide you in magic and help you bring light to the spirits.
Thank you, Luna. And I'm sorry I didn't welcome you.
So, where do we start?
It's so quiet in here. It's strange considering the chaos outside.
The energy in the place is strong. It's as if there's an invisible shield protecting the bookshop.
Let's go to the room where we keep the books.
Let's see what we can find in the books. I have a feeling that the spirit that manipulates people is called Nocturnal.
It says here, Nocturnal was, in life, a man called Samuel. He was betrayed by his best friend Hudson, who wanted to marry Samuel's fiancée, Violet. Hudson cruelly killed Samuel.
What a tragic story. He died in anger and a lot of pain. And over time, that anger only increased in the spirit world.
Look, here's something about lost spirits who let themselves be consumed by hatred. It says that the only way to help them is to make them accept the light and forgive those who have hurt them.
Violet lived far beyond Samuel's death. She never married Hudson, but instead devoted herself to caring for abandoned children.
This means that Samuel and Violet never lost the genuine love that united them. Maybe he'll surrender to the light if we can show him that.
Then let's summon him. We need to make him want to give up hatred. Let's read the magic words.
We invoke the suffering spirit so that he can forgive and find his way to light.
Who dares to call me?
We are Natasha, Aurora, and Luna. We want to help you, Samuel.
Don't call me that. Samuel is dead.
Calm down. We didn't come to hurt you. We came to show you that your beloved Violet has never forgotten you.
Violet. She left me. She married Hudson, you traitors.
That's not true. She never joined Hudson. She spent her life helping other people and died in peace.
We can prove it. Luna, please.
Samuel, my beloved, I never stopped loving you. I'm sorry you had to leave like that.
Violet, do you see me? You look so bright.
I hoped you would find peace. I wanted to say goodbye as you deserved, but our journey was interrupted.
I was consumed by anger and envy. Forgive me.
I've always been here waiting for you, my beloved. You must accept the light and let go of this grudge.
He's changing.
I accept. I want to find my light again. May the spirits of good help me.
Now you're free to start your real journey.
I feel peace. It was as if a heavy aura had left this place.
He accepted help. So, it's possible to lead lost spirits to the path of good.
Exactly. Each spirit has its own story, its own traumas, and each one can choose what to do with it.
If that's the case, we have a lot of work ahead of us. Others, like Samuel, may be being manipulated.
Yes, and now we know that together we can bring light to these spirits. Let's protect Brimvale, and honor the memory and work that Aunt Melina did protecting the books. I'm not doing it on purpose, Aurora. It just happened.
It just happened? You almost knocked me out with that lamp.
What?
What's happening to me?
Enough. Don't you realize that your powers have flown out of control? Let's go to the bookstore to sort this out. You need to understand the root of these powers. Without control, you could hurt yourselves. Or someone else.
I didn't ask for this. I just want to be myself again.
Maybe there are answers in the books that Aunt Melina kept. The Book of Light, or even the Book of Shadows.
Let's start with the Book of Light. It should have instructions on how to control newly awakened abilities.
It says here that our family received powers when they faced a creature from the underworld many generations ago. This creature was the leader of an underground kingdom. It invaded the city while Brimvale was still being built.
A woman called Charlotte McKenna found the solution to trapping the creature.
Is that our grandmother? Who stopped it?
She found a book with the power to seal the portal to the underworld, but the price was high.
All our descendants would be responsible for keeping the portal closed, and whenever it was opened again, the powers would manifest in the living relatives.
So that's why we're discovering these abilities now? Someone must have tried to reopen the portal.
If we close the portal, we'll be back to normal. But until then, we have to protect Brimvale.
Those hateful witches. They won't be able to stop my goal. I had a lot of fun corrupting some poor fools in this city, but your failure, Dad, was disappointed.
We were so close to completely opening the portal. And now, these witches seem stronger than we thought. Trust us, Dad. We'll do whatever it takes to make Brimvale bend to our will.
Good. Now go train your powers in the city.
You look worried, sir? Business problems?
Yes, there's a lot of confusion in town. Few customers.
What if you charged rich customers more? Or better still, take over your neighbor's place. Why not let him go bankrupt?
Yes. Why didn't I think of that before?
Dad will be proud.
Come on, pay up now, or we'll wipe out your warehouse.
Nobody does extortion without my permission.
Thank you for helping me.
I didn't do it for you, I just don't like competition. Now, if you want to continue your business, pay what you owe me. It's not difficult, is it? Just obey me.
The portal is opening, but not entirely yet. That's why your children and you only feel part of the power.
You promised me I could bring my wife back.
You want her back? Make the portal completely open. Then everything will be in my hands.
Good afternoon. I was wondering if you had any rare books on the history of Brimvale. I need something that explains the origins of the town. They say it's full of secrets.
I'm feeling strange.
Calm down, darling. You'll soon give me what I came for.
What a strange energy. I think Natasha is in danger.
Your soul and your powers will now be mine.
Natasha, is everything all right?
Who are you? Another curious person looking for old stories?
I need to understand this force. She's not just a dark witch. There's something different.
Get out of my head!
You're not going to hurt anyone else here.
What are those souls? Impossible! Did you bring them here?
Stay away from us, vampire of souls. We won't hesitate to confront you if you dare to corrupt anyone else.
You'll pay for that, witch. No one interrupts me with impunity. Enjoy this temporary victory. Soon, all of Brimvale will kneel before me.
She sucks souls. We need to prepare for something so dangerous.
Luna, thank you. I found myself hovering in the air.
We weren't just dealing with evil witches. She's a different kind of creature. And she'll come back stronger, I'm sure.
Dad, we need to talk now.
Calm down, my dear. What happened?
Those witches from the bookshop have a different ally. Someone peered out of nowhere and displayed a power I'd never seen before.
Another witch? What the hell? Another complication.
She conjured up souls that made me back off. I need to know who this new witch is, and demand explanations from our ally.
I agree. We need answers now if something threatens our plan to keep the portal open. Force of the underworld, answer our call.
You called me. What do you want?
I need to know who this new witch is. I've never faced such a powerful witch.
Luna. From Celestyn. A world of pure magic opposite the underworld. Sent to support the sisters.
If I suck Luna's soul, I'll absorb her power, and I'll be invincible.
I'm still preparing the next ritual to summon a new creature to spread fear throughout Brimvale.
We need to speed this up. I want to capture Luna, suck out her soul, and finish off those witches. Give me something now. A weapon.
Come to the underworld. I will open the passage so we can talk. There's a creature called Amarok, the lone wolf. No one dares to control him, but if you intend to use him as a servant, you'll have a high price.
I'll do whatever it takes. I won't let Luna humiliate me again.
As long as Amarok is under your command, all your powers of mental manipulation will be linked to him, and you'll also be vulnerable to magical attacks. And my price is that you accept to be my wife.
If you can give me Luna's soul, I'll marry you.
Access other stories in our Brimvale playlist.